Hi everyone, my name is McKenna Cruz and I'm an intern this summer with Karen Malone, the Ruby C. Strickland Curator of Education at the Evansville Museum of Art, History, and Science. I just finished my junior year of college at Ball State University and I'm a triple history major studying public history, general history, and social studies education. I hope to be a teacher one day and then eventually become an educational curator or director in a museum as well. Over the next few weeks, I will be creating videos of fun and educational things for you to do at home, especially while we're starting to get back into our normal daily routines and lives. And this is to replace some of the camps that we were supposed to have this summer at the museum as well. The first episode is called Excavating Dinosaurs and will give you the opportunity to be a real-life paleontologist digging up dinos out of the ice. I hope you enjoy this video. These are some of the supplies that you're going to need. Some dollar store dinos, balloons. If your child has a balloon or latex allergy, what you can do is use a solo cup. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill up the dinosaur into the balloon and put it onto the faucet in the sink to fill it with water. You can do this in a cup easily. Just make sure it's disposable so that you don't break anything valuable to you or mess anything up. It's a little tricky to get it into the balloon, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. You'll put it on the faucet. I do not recommend using a faucet like this because it backtracked and got everywhere and it was a little messy. So I changed bathrooms and went to a different bathroom and got everything filled up. You fill up the rest and then they're all done. And you're going to put them into the freezer next so that while you're waiting, you can do different activities. You can set this up the night before, but you want them to freeze so that you can do your dino excavation. SpongeBob. And the next day, your balloons will be frozen and you just take the balloon off so that it doesn't look like that was ever there. It's a great time, and what you can do after you get them all done is you can put them in a freezer or cooler for your kids to... Hi everyone, I'm back. So we let our eggs of ice thaw or freeze over the night time, several hours later, and we've got some fun stuff in here. So this is the part where the kiddos can join in with me while we have some fun excavating the dinosaurs. So what we're gonna do is you can have these in a cooler or just out somewhere fun and they can pick one out. You can even put them in little ice cube container things. And with adult supervision, that's a huge key part. They can use a hammer or other tools. Sometimes you can just smash it on the concrete, whatever you're feeling up to. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. This is my first dino excavation. Okay, I'm gonna try this first. This might be a little tougher than I thought. Let's try the hammer. I found my first dino. It looks like a long neck if you're used to the Land Before Time. We'll do some more research later about what the real names of these are called when we get our other dinosaurs out. Here's the aftermath. And here are all the dinosaurs that we found. Now that we found all of our dinosaurs, what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of research to figure out what kind of dinosaur they are, maybe what they used to eat, when they lived, where they came from, different stuff like that about the dinosaurs so that we know what they are and we don't just find them, but we know what we found. If we're too little and we can't do research, we're gonna do an activity to create our own dinosaur and figure out some fun stuff with that. So, as many of you probably remember, this was the dinosaur that we found first in my block of ice. It's called a Brachiosaurus, or the long neck, like from Land Before Time, which is what I grew up watching. So what we're going to do is we're going to find different identifiers of this dinosaur and your dinosaurs at home. The first thing we want to know is when it lived. So what time period did it live in? When was it from? How long ago did it live? Then other things we're going to find are what type of dinosaur, what it ate, was it an herbivore, was it a carnivore, where was it from, like what country did we find fossils for it, and then are there any other cool facts that we know about this dinosaur that you found in your research? So these are what I found about the dinosaur that I did my research on. It lived in the late Jurassic period, which means that it's about 155 to 140 million years old. It's a sauropod, and it was an herbivore, so it liked to eat plants. It was found in 4 different countries, including the United States, and a really cool fact that I found was that its name meant arm lizard. Maybe because its neck was so long, maybe because it had a long tail, maybe we'll never know. But I thought that that was pretty cool. The next thing that we're going to do is, if you're a little bit younger, maybe you can't do some research, is we're going to create our own dinosaur. So what I did was I figured out how I wanted my dinosaur to look. It took me a little bit, but I was like, I want it to stand on 2 legs, and I want it to have tiny arms, kind of like a T-Rex, but I want it to have stripes too, like a tiger, and spikes to protect itself, and sharp teeth also to protect itself. But the difference was I decided I wanted my dinosaur to be an omnivore. So what we're going to do after that is we're going to find some different characteristics of our dinosaur. We're going to be real scientists right now. Like, we just found this dinosaur and we want to name it. We want to figure out its diet, how it ate. This is our dinosaur. We got to figure out what we want to do with it. So the next thing, we're also going to figure out where it was found and the time period that it lived in, and maybe a cool fact or something neat that you want your dinosaur to have, a characteristic, a trait, anything cool like that. And the last thing we want to know is what type of dinosaur it was. So maybe your parents can help you figure out and do some research. We want our dinosaurs to be a little bit realistic, so let's get that all figured out. Since my name's McKenna, I decided to name my dinosaur the Brachiosaurus, and I want it to be a vegetarian like me, because I'm a vegetarian, and vegetarians are herbivores. We only eat herbs or plants. I wanted it to be from the United States. In my imagination, we found this dinosaur right down here near Evansville, and it's a native to here. The time period that I wanted to find my dinosaur one in was the Jurassic period, like Jurassic Park. So it was from the early Jurassic period. And a cool fact about my dinosaur is that I decided to make it green and brown so that it could blend in with the trees and dirt and hide from its predators that liked to eat it or kill it. So that helps my dinosaur stay hidden. It's kind of like some different lizards that we have now that can blend in with things as well. And then for the type of dinosaur, I did some research with some of my other dinosaurs that I looked up before, and I decided that it was an eurythnopod. So it has, pod also means foot, so that means that they stand on their feet, and that's how I decided I wanted my dinosaur to be. Thanks for joining me on this adventure and journey of becoming a paleontologist and getting to excavate some dinosaurs. I hope that throughout this process and this video and activities, you got to learn what a paleontologist does, how scientists find dinosaurs. I hope you got to learn a little bit about dinosaurs, and I hope you got to learn a little bit about how to research or create something new. I had a lot of fun making this video, and I really hope to see you guys next week with our next video. See ya!